what I'm saying? Now, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, let me just make sure I got that right. To be honest, he probably should have took a medical and went back to college. He grows up, he found that, and he was great at it, better than a lot of his peers his age. I'm finally better than y'all or something. And he's feeling the love. And put your team down in the comments, and you know what I mean, I'll try to put them in there, especially the ones the people who support the thing. And it's the conundrum that we've always, they're telling you that your brand means more than the hard work. Why in the world would you ever say something like that? All you gotta do is just pay attention to what's going on. What up? What's good? What's good with it, man? What's good? Yeah, thought I was about to be gone. What up, Bishop? Salute. What up with y'all, man? Bunch of Colorado players talking that ass. Everybody thought I was about to be up out of there. They was like, yo, what's up? Hold up. Where drinking at? That was a good one. But man, look, there's a lot of things, lot to talk about. I want to talk about the so-called Colorado chaos, right? So much. Both sides of the social media spectrum. There's a lot of people that feels like, and I got a lot of comments on the video too. So that had a lot to do with this live too. Felt like a lot of people had to say, and maybe they didn't have the place to say it. But I always give the panel and I always get the platform for people to come up and speak their mind and speak their piece on however you feel about things that has been going on. I believe it was Ryan Staub that came out and said something. Then it was Ryan Staub first talked about it. Then it went to London Merritt or Jordan Seaton and London Merritt. I don't know exactly what and what order that happened, but I know they all had something to say about it. And so I wanted to talk about that. And also on topic 2, we're going to talk about Shedeur Sanders being in the front running for this Browns job at QB1. It looks like Shedeur is QB1. And that's kind of shocking over Deshaun Watson, but the Browns fans, I'm hearing mixed signals about that. A lot of Browns fans are really sick and they feel like they seen what Deshaun Watson is going to do and they don't feel like he's going to pan out. So, we're definitely going to get up into that. But yeah, man, I don't want to keep y'all too long with my ramblings, and what's going on. First, I guess I'll play a video just to remind everybody that's going on. Although there might be some people that might came up in here that didn't see the video, of London Merritt. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to play all the videos. I'll try to get all the videos played. And then right after that, and then we'll go ahead and I'll get my commentary. And then we can get these conversations started. And then I'll open it up, and everybody will come up and y'all speak y'all piece. And don't be afraid to hit that link neither, by the way. You want to hit that link, You said the year 2025 was atrocious for Colorado. Salute the motivated, dedicated in the building. He said for Colorado, don't know if things changed or not, but it was horrible out there last year. You know what I'm saying? We open it up. We open it up so everybody gonna get that, Everybody, get y'all chance to speak y'all piece on what it is, and how y'all feel about it. Everybody's welcome. Nobody's not welcome because there's no right or wrong. But I really want to hear what a lot of people had to say and how they feel about what's been said. Because I don't feel like I necessarily, I can't really speak. Well, let me play the videos first, because here y'all gonna get me rambling, and I ain't supposed to be doing that. But the link is out there though. But I'm about to play the videos, and then we'll get up into the convo. Let me get that pulled up though. So there's a lot that I'm doing back here. Got a lot going on in the background right now. Low key though. You know what I'm saying? Handling it. What up, Bishop? Bishop's up here. I'm gonna tag you in, Bishop. I'm just now getting a video pulled up. I see Bishop popped up in here. So I'll get Bishop on the stage. What's up, Bishop?
What's good? What's good? Hey, do what you got to do. I'm
All
right
right.
here.
All right, bet. All right. Let me get that pulled up. Got the link. You know what I'm saying? Got the screen pulled up the way I wanted it to. So I'll play the video. This is London Merritt on what he had to say, y'all. This is London Merritt, and I'll play the Jordan Seaton, and there's some newer Jordan Seaton stuff too that they called out his last, but we'll get up into that.
I just felt like it was just a sign. I'm back here twice, and definitely it was just a lot better than where I was, and facility wise, coaching wise, I feel like it was just a better option for me and for me to, you know, get into that step to the next level. Especially Coach Romp. They just have a history of putting guys to the league, so that's my main objective. So.
That's what he had this. That's pretty much what London Merritt had to say. It was much more than that, but that's just the clip that I got on what London Merritt had to say about everything that's been going on. You know what I mean? Well, not really what's going on. He just said, he spoke on the coaching and the facilities, and then he spoke on also that it's a lot better than it was facility wise, coaching wise, and he felt like it was a better option for him, being a defensive end and all of that. How the D ends and the defensive linemen come up out of Clemson. So, I think some people might have went ahead and take that out of context, but it was said nonetheless. All right. And we'll see how y'all feel. Now, this is what Jordan Seaton had to say. All right. We'll play that too.
Like coming here, the transition from how I eat.
Heard it over.
When I left Colorado, I feel like I was at a good point, but I feel like coming here, the transition from how I eat to how we work out here, is just kind of different. My decision to come here was just based off, it just means more, Coach uses that quote, it's just different here. And I really believe that. Being here is really just different from how we train to how we work. And the word extra around here. Everybody, we're big on extra because just doing what's required is not enough. When it comes to work, that's what this place is about. Like, you don't come here to do nothing else but work.
Yeah, no shit.
When I left Colorado, I feel like I was at a good
paid
point.
a lot of money to be here at LSU. I would say I would have guessed that you're supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, it is work at that point. You know what I'm saying? You making millions of dollars. You ain't going there. You ain't got no, no 100 million, no 100,000 NIL deal. He got what, $4 to $8 million to go to LSU. Yeah, you damn right. That's work. But
the truth of the matter is, hey, Seaton knows that he's on the clock because if you take that money, you definitely better perform up to that standard.
That's a fact. That's a fact. There's no, that is, you better perform up to that standard. That's I can't argue that, Bishop. That's exactly right with that. As far as that goes, now, I mean, how do you feel about what he had to say though? In the context of it being extra, how they eat, they train, they work.
You want me to tell the truth?
Yeah, I want the truth.
Hey, check this out. He he's going from the Big 12 into the SEC. And he knows each and every week he's going to run up against somebody that can literally beat him. Mm-hmm. And that he's going to have to be on his game. Mm-hmm. So when he says extra, he now knows he's going to be tested like nobody's business. And we're going to find out, do you have the grade, to the passing grade, to garner all this praise you're talking about? Because understand, it still comes down to being able to run and pass block. And if he's going to go up against some of the elite pass rushers in the NCAA. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why he said extra. Just think about it. That's the reason he says extra, is because he realized that the saying for the SEC is it just means more. That's from the SEC, because it just saying that, hey, when you come over here, when you go through your gauntlet, you're going to go up against each and every week. You better be prepared to toe that line.
That's right.
Ain't going to be no plays off.
None. You got a daily. He got a daily from Utah crossed him every week in the SEC. Not just, it ain't just, you know what I mean? Ain't no breaks. You got a daily from Utah that gave him problems when he was at Colorado. He got that every single week in the SEC. So he better be over there working. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really I didn't take nothing from it, really. You
I
know
didn't
what I'm
either.
saying? I didn't take nothing from it. I mean, you seen my video. I spoke on it, you know, differently, and I put like a wider spectrum on it also. Like I didn't think of their comments. I'm like, you know, player wise, if they could have said something different, you know, they didn't have to answer a question about Colorado. They could have said, you know, look, you know, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in the
Right.
work to be all I can be and get to the next level. The NFL moved on with their question. But however, I do understand they speaking from their point of view and what they're, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to be authentic. You know what I mean?
Right.
With it too. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can understand that too. But I really didn't take nothing bad away from what they were saying.
And my thing is, hey, it's the off season. What did y'all expect? They know y'all need sound bites, and it's not like he said, "Nah, I left a place that had no clue." He said, "Nah, it was this." He was basically saying it was time for him to go to a new level.
It
He
was.
want to make sure that he's prepared for the NFL. Not saying that he couldn't be down there, but in the SEC, you sure enough gonna know you're ready for the NFL.
I mean, but let's be real. There was questions about how ready he was, if he was being prepared for the NFL down there. We questioned that, even as Colorado fans. We did, even you know, we did. Like, and
I
I
know.
got to be honest, and I got to be real about that too. That part of it too. I mean, we thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
he had 3 offensive line coaches. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Was he getting better? You know, and it was like. And I mean, anybody can respect the move. I mean, anybody can. I don't know how you really can't respect that move of moving, regardless if it was for money or whatever it was. You know, it's an all around better move. You know, he's gonna be facing you know, air quote, you know, supposedly the best of the competition that college football has to offer. Although I'll argue with anybody right now that the Big Ten got that title until the Big Ten is ripped from that. That's where the best football players is at right now, is in the Big Ten until they stop winning championships. So
And you know what? And we're okay with that because we realize that they documentation be conversation. You don't fight against the truth. You just know the truth, what it is, and you work from there.
right. Right, you know, and I mean that's all Seaton wanted to do. He, you know what I'm saying, it was a collective move of him really sitting there saying like, I gotta make this move. That's best for me and my career. And the same thing maybe with London Merritt. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with him. Like, I feel like everybody knows that Clemson always got defensive linemen almost every year that's in the NFL. That always gets looks almost every year. You look at the past couple years, you'll see a defensive lineman. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, they got a good coaching staff down there on that defensive lineman. So I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you make that move? So I mean, I think a lot of people got hung up in the whole, you know, on the Bronx side of things, like, oh, they left for money and I heard that a lot. I heard they left for money a lot. That was a big question, and that was a lot of things somebody
But
said. I can't remember the
right, but
last
Trucker,
comment.
the real of it is that Colorado could they have used him? Absolutely, but was he getting challenged the way he needed to in the Big 12?
No, he just
So
wasn't.
if that's the case, and he knows that he has to be, he iron sharpens iron, and he needs to be in. He needs to be where you're going to go up against the best, or you're going to go up against some of the elite uh, pass rushers and run stoppers, so he can be proven on the field. So his film will speak for himself.
Yeah,
Hey, and believe it or not, at Colorado, he was the alpha. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was the alpha.
Truth. And I like, and now he gotta prove himself though. But the only thing that can hurt Jordan Seaton right now is if LSU has a bad season. If LSU has a bad football season, it's gonna hurt Jordan Seaton. Look, I get it, y'all. Everybody, talks about his popularity, how popular he is. Y'all disagree with that. I know there's a lot of people that disagree with that.
Right.
That a bad season at LSU is gonna hurt him. The same way you look at a lot of these different offensive linemen, it hurt them. Like for instance, Olave Vega from Penn State. I think the bad season hurt him. That bad season Penn State had hurt him. Zane Durant, the bad season Penn State hurt him. Even now, Peter Woods, it may hurt Peter Woods. It may hurt Peter Woods from Clemson. Their bad season. So I really do think that a record help, it will hurt. It can hurt them or help. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? So but I stand on that. And I mean, we can have that conversation. If y'all want to hit that link and y'all disagree, y'all want to have that conversation, you're more than welcome to do that. Because the link is down there. Because I believe that a bad season can hurt you. But other than that, if he go down there, he perform week in and week out, the tape will show, but I don't think you reach for somebody who's not on the best teams. I think that matters a little bit. I think that
and I know a lot of people, they have mixed emotions, and I get that. But once he made his decision and everything is transitioned, to be honest, at LSU in practices he's going to be pushed. And that's what he needs. He needs somebody that's going to be able to win some sets against him so that way iron sharpens iron.
He said,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. There's a comment that I put on the screen. Motivated Dedicated say the players that left are exposing the program. I would like to know what they're exposing about Colorado. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who feel like, there's a lot of people out here who feel like you too, Motivated. First of all, I got to give you your props for even coming up on the show and saying something. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that feel like that. I feel like, but they won't come up and they won't speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they won't come up and they won't speak on that. So you know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion on how they feel. Absolutely. But I don't feel like they're exposing the program. I don't feel like they're exposing Colorado. I don't feel like that. I feel like they asked a question from the media to get clicks, but I also feel like, to be honest, I feel like you could have got more clicks if you would have asked motherfucking Alberto Mendoza, why did he leave Indiana to go to Georgia Tech with Brent Key? I feel like you would have got more clicks for that. If that's what we doing it for. I mean, because let's be honest, Colorado had a bad. They didn't have a good season last year, right? So they're not the media king and running the media like everybody said. You know what I'm like everybody thinks they are. You know what I'm saying? They're not out there, and every team is doing the same exact thing that Bucky started. It's just not Colorado that's doing that no more. You get deep dives and looks on these teams' practices and everything. They're recording their practices now. They're putting them up on social media. That just ain't a Colorado thing no more. So it kills me when a lot of people sit here and hey, what's up, JB? Shout out to JB. What up? It kills me when a lot of people sit there and says that this is just a Colorado thing, because it's not. This ain't just a Colorado thing no more.
Nah.
I mean, the proof is out there. What you got to say, Bishop?
What I got to say is, look, I know a lot of people want to make it bigger than what it is, but wait a minute. If you're on the other side and your player left, hey, is just hey, he needs to get on the field, and if I can't get him on the field, or if he's not getting what he needs from here, why am I going to get upset that he left? It's like, wait a minute, didn't he go get his cousin And don't Colorado has his cousin wearing the same jersey number?
I think so. Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, if he really didn't like Colorado, why would he turn his family member onto it? Come on, man. It's levels to this. That young man is feeling like he needs to be challenged. If he feels in order to do that, he needs to leave and go to a different place, then hey, and if that young man, he didn't dog you out, and he didn't dog out Colorado, but understand that some would have just preferred him not to even mention it. I'll say, hey, yeah, I done moved on from there. I'm just glad to be where I'm at and whatnot. But he did tell the truth that, he he was able to do a lot there at CU, and that he's moved on to here. What did he clown you? Help me understand. That's not clowning. That's just saying, hey, I'm asking a question, and I know once I answer it, now I can move on, because that's what everybody's thinking in the first place. But understand, there's ways to answer it, and in my book, hey, that's probably not how I would have handled it. But he's his own person, and I gotta respect him for standing on his business and doing it his way.
Yeah. Now look, now they saying they're exposing the program, so I may be even wrong. I question the development and coaching at Colorado. It's a lot of people that have. We sat up here and had panel shows and we talked about it. But you look around at all the players now, that what's going on at Colorado is one thing. But when you look at players when they not at that left Colorado, they having a lot of fucking success. So there got to be something going on with that. Maybe I wasn't right. Maybe to question it, that's just being a fan of the team. Like, all right, is they really being developed or not? You know what I'm saying? But when they leave the team, a lot of players are becoming successful that come from that program. Now, that's crazy to say that, but it's the truth, though. You go look at Colton Hood, him being he's one of the top defensive backs in this year's draft alone. Colton Hood is. About to talk about Dylan Edwards. He's one of the, like, you know what I'm saying? He left there. He was one of the top guys. Ryan Staub is damn. He's a backup quarterback in the SEC.
He's vying for that starting position.
Yeah, like in the SEC. I mean, like, it may have not been there, but there been some damn good talent there. I mean, we know Omarion Miller about to be one of the best wide receivers in the Big 12, hands down, at Arizona State. If Cutter Boley could get him the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just being honest. Like, so we could question it, but then when you look around at what's the proof is showing us that, and let's be honest here, that there's good players that's coming from the program. Yeah. Now, did he make some mistakes? He got to know that. And I think they corrected it this year. That's why I'm like, all right, that's why I'm on board of what's going on, because I'm like, the coaching is there. You got the right coaches there. But when people's leaving, because when people was there under Livingston's defense, under Pat Schumer's offense, and with Coach Pryor having to put his 2 cents in, shit wasn't working. Something was going wrong. We all seen that as fans. Something was going on there. Something was going on wrong between point A to C, right? Because you got players that's leaving, that's going to other programs, and they're successful. So that's I think that kills that narrative a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't keep saying that it's exposed. They're exposing a program that's like, what are they exposing about the program? You know what I'm saying? Because it can't be it can't be play, because the players are leaving and they're doing good at their spots.
So here, if I may, the fact of the matter is, once they make the decision to leave, you know what? The bottom line is, they weren't all the way in. So why would you want them to stay if they weren't all the way in? Come on now. Now, if we're going to speak the truth and let the truth set us free, let's honestly, let's talk about it. The thing is as fans, we we get used to having them in our university, absolutely. But understand, once they make that decision to go into the portal, hey, I'm one of those. I only want the ones that want us.
That's
That's
it.
willing to stay in, stay in the fold. But I'm not gonna hate because you go elsewhere.
Right.
Because understand, when you go elsewhere and you do good, that means our foundation was on the right path. It just he chose to go that player chose to go elsewhere.
That part. That part.
And but you get understand how else do I get my stock up if in our atmosphere I don't have enough NIL to give him what he's worth. What do you expect me to do?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And now hold up. Let me ask you a question. You think the back
You own
channels
the money. You are on the money.
and you think in the back channels throughout this season and Seton wasn't getting money thrown at him, say, man, if you ever were to get in the portal, we see these 7 figures for you. And you get that enough and have the type of season that CU had, if nothing else, he had to really think long and hard. Hey, do I stay here? Can they give me now? Understand, a lot of people is like, yeah, but we can't afford to pay him, that type of money, but he would have got a decent amount of money where he's at. But if the going market is telling him he's worth said 5 million and above, and you can only give him 3.5 to possibly pushing it close to 4, help me to understand what did he do so wrong? If they saying that he's worthy of that, and you guys can't match it, it just wasn't a good fit. We have lost, at OU, we lost some players that it's just got to where we got players that are performing that warrant the money more than that other player, and this player goes to Clemson. Hey man, go be great, bro.
Get your
Go
money.
be
Do what you
great.
gotta do. That's just the landscape of college football.
College football. And
That's just
the
the
thing about
landscape.
it, you can't get mad because when you get the players in, you hyping them up and saying they're the next superstar. But when they go out, you want to clown.
Nah, not
You
right.
can't. Yeah, no, you get buttered. Hey, you can't use the same system and then clown on it when they go out. You just send them out and you just let them know, hey, we appreciate you how you were here, but now that you moved on, hey, we're moving on. Hey,
That's
no,
right.
no harm, no foul. But we got to build for. We gotta keep building. It's too much on the season for Coach Prime. He's got to stay focused and build,
That's it.
and
What
that's
up,
what he's
dog?
doing.
What up, dog?
Hey man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can
we
hear
can
you.
hear
Mic
you.
check.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. We
hey,
can you
man.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all loud and clear, man.
All right,
I hear you
roll
boys
on.
putting y'all boys putting y'all game down, man. But like I say, man, ain't nothing better than the you, man. Miami, man. We something to deal with this year.
I
Y'all
already
boys
know
better
it.
buckle up and
I
get
already
ready.
knowing.
Yeah, I better buckle up and get ready, but you was back, baby. We here.
I'm already knowing. I keep trying
Wait
to
a
tell
minute.
everybody you better put Darren Mensa
No,
in.
no.
Y'all better put it in for Darren Mensa for the Heisman. I keep trying to tell y'all that Darren Mensa a problem. Darren Mensa a problem.
Malachi Tony might win it, man.
Malatot. Hey, put it like this.
Not
Hey, they got a system. The U ain't no joke. They got a system. You better pay attention. They always keep developing the young people. Documentation be conversation. Y'all better recognize.
yeah, they
There you
doing it.
go.
They doing it. They doing it. They doing it down there. But so what do you feel like too? Right? Shedeur going back to number 2, dog.
Hey man, the GOAT is back, man.
Shedeur is going back to number 2. So that says everything about what's about to happen, right? Y'all do realize that, right?
He back in full form, bro.
That's
Y'all
it.
do realize that. I mean, they got everybody. I'm talking about this happened 3 hours ago. You got 2 hours ago. You got the dog pound.
Hey, you want to know the closest thing I seen to this?
What's that?
Is when Jordan went back to 23, bro. It's the same thing.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
there's Law Dog stepping off to be Super Dog. Super Dog is back.
It's that deep. It's that deep when it comes to 2. And like Jordan, it's like Jordan going back to 23, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just gonna be some. Listen.
You was on the money.
If the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl, the Browns might win it. Man. Yeah. Now, okay, I'm putting a little extra on it. Let me. That's a little too much.
Too much sauce on that thing.
That's too much sauce. That's too much sauce,
sauce on that thing.
Too much sauce, boys. Them boys should be in the playoff hunt with 2 back there though. Right.
I tell you what. When they allowed him to get his 2 back, that said a great deal. That they's like, all right, you in the running.
Yeah,
you in the running. We like what you're bringing to the stage, and hey, all he does is make Cleveland look better, bro. So you know what? Give him his just due.
Talk to him, man. Let him know.
Shedeur has gotten he got a lot of chances that a lot of people in his position would not have this year. So he definitely, this is it. This is that year that he got to make it happen though. He gonna make it happen.
And check this out. And can't nobody say he didn't get it out the mud.
That's a fact. I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, he went in there as a backup. You know what I'm saying?
He was 5th round. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
let's tell it like it is.
Yeah,
he's a 5th round.
He was a 5th round quarterback that was thrown to the janitors in the building. He didn't even have wide receivers to throw to at first. They wasn't, you know what I mean? They was already like, man, we leaving. He stayed after practice, throwing to the janitors, worked his way up into the role. Didn't finish off his season out well. We got to keep it a buck about that. We're gonna keep it a real. Didn't look that good statistically, but I think they saw enough. And like I said before we even got to this point, like I told y'all, and y'all saying, "Oh, you put too much sauce." No, I didn't put too much sauce on it. Todd Monken, that's his guy. Shedeur Sanders is his guy. He wanted him for a reason in Baltimore to back up Lamar Jackson. But he didn't want to back him up. He said, I don't want to take your spot, dog. I'm going to go to Cleveland and get my own spot. So Todd Monken took the head coaching job, seen Shedeur Sanders there. So that goes back to that.
Do you respect that, Chubby?
What?
Do you respect that move?
I do respect that move. Because I even said that in my video that I made. You go back and watch it. Like, this is fact checking me. I mean, the receipts is there. I definitely said that. I was like, the only thing that can keep Shedeur from not going to them teams is like, you know what I mean? I ain't even trying to have this with you, dog. I look up to you. I respect you enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like he was already talking to both of them as like mentor, like, you know, mentor type anyway, like, because they done been through a couple of things in the NFL before him. Like, yeah, because if he had went in there and played his ass off for the Ravens, you think they would have put Lamar back in there? Let's just be real. Would they have? No, I don't know. It would have been controversial as hell, and it would have started a bunch of uproar things. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. You putting a little too much chip on your dip.
Listen. No. It would have started.
Hey, Bishop, tell him, Bishop. What are you talking about?
No. Hey. I'm just glad that trucking is spitting his fire. I'm like, boy, bro. But hey, you put a little extra on there, but that's all right. I ain't mad.
How? It wouldn't have started no shit if Shedeur Sanders would have went to the Ravens and played good in those couple of games that Lamar was out.
Well, but of course not.
Of course not. But check this out, Trucker. Hey, Truck. Let's be realistic. You know what Shedeur did? He said, "Nah," because see, I would have to. It would be two brothers taking shine for one another. Versus in Colorado, I have ample opportunity to be legendary. It's thriving. It needs something like me there, and I always wanted to go to Browns. He said that when he was playing the Xbox. He always
And
plays with
then,
who?
and what I tell you is, Chubby, I'm supposed to give that Lamar all that money. They
Yeah.
not gonna put it on the bench, bro.
No, I ain't said they was gonna put Lamar on the bench. I just said it would have caused a whole bunch of unnecessary drama that, you know what I'm saying? Shedeur was like, I'm not even trying to run into that type of shit. Like, no, I'll go to the Browns and be my
I
own
don't think it
star.
was that. I'm gonna put a draw 4 down on that. You got to draw 4, nigga.
I'm gonna keep playing my
Hey, Chubb, you got 45 seconds to make it make sense,
am I
bro.
saying? What am I saying that y'all don't understand? Like, what am I saying that y'all don't understand?
It would be no controversy, bro. Period, bro. I don't give a damn if he throw 10 touchdowns. As soon as Lamar is back or healthy or off suspension or whatever the case may be,
well, so we could. It's easy. First of all, this is a hypothetical situation, but it's starting a conversation, and I like this part.
All right.
But all the fans that Shedeur Sanders has, he has Shedeurians. They're called Shedeurians, bro. These fans are Shedeurians.
You buying into the hype, bro.
He got this big fan base that hypes him up that just alone. So you don't think
and what Lamar got?
He has a big fan base too.
So what are we talking about?
So what we're talking about is simply that I think he didn't even want to run into that, bro. Period. Like
what he didn't want to run into is being a backup.
Yeah, that part, and I think it was other things too. Like I'm not even trying to. I
don't think it was much more than that, bro. Like
he for sure. Some people think he could have took Jalen Hurts' spot. No,
the Super Bowl winning quarterback.
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking you a question.
I'm saying who are some people that said?
Some people
when you say them people, who do you refer to?
A lot of the fans that I see a lot of tweets.
Okay,
a lot of fans and tweets.
We talking about fandom.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Come on.
But see that causes problems though. That also brings up conversations too though. So don't bring the conversation piece into the conversation. Like
no, them conversations not worth having.
Why they ain't worth having? They tweet like
it wouldn't happen.
That shit rules the world. What are we talking about? Social media runs shit.
Come on, Chubby. It would never happen.
Talking about social media runs shit. Motherfucker, everybody doing it for clicks and views and all that other bullshit.
Well, we talking about
like what the fuck? Well, I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm missing here.
So. You think them conversations worth having?
Yeah, I mean it's for conversation's sake. I mean, why not bring it up? I'm gonna talk other shit that motherfuckers won't bring up. No, but I'm not saying that.
I don't think that's like that'd be like.
All I'm saying, I don't even know how we got here. Like, I don't even know how we got to this point where we get stuck on this part of it. All I said was that I thought Shedeur, I said it in my video that I didn't think Shedeur even wanted to go to those teams because he was kind of like, looking up to them for advice and was like, nah, and I want to be a starting quarterback and have my own legacy. I'm going to Cleveland. That's how we got here. I don't know. That's how we got here. But,
I think we got here because I just didn't agree with one of your attributes that you attributed him not wanting to go there to. I'm like, I just don't agree with that part of it. Like the other stuff.
I don't know what bullshit would have happened. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and we could agree to disagree on that, dog. I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's what the conversation is for. We could disagree with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there would have been a part of controversy, maybe not for the starting position, but it definitely would have been a lot being said.
Okay, just for my brain.
Yeah, go ahead and get it off.
Set the table. In what scenario? Like, give me in what scenario you feel like.
I just feel like if Shedeur going to the Ravens, right? They go to the Ravens. Lamar goes down last year. He's out for those 4 games. Shedeur goes on a 4-game win streak with the Ravens. You know,
it's a quarterback controversy.
I just feel like I feel like there would have been some controversy there. I don't know if it, you know what I'm saying? They're like
what's the controversy though? Give me the headline. What it read?
Should Shedeur be starting? Anybody that know football gonna say No, hands down, Lamar Jackson's an MVP. You can't put a MVP out and put a rookie in place. I know that as a football fan, but I'm saying for conversation for the fact, like I just think he wasn't even trying to go that way in that route to be even in that situation. You think they ain't gonna make a headline? What are they doing it for? What are they making the headlines for? That's where I'm getting at with this dog. Like they not this okay, trucking what you sound sad, crazy and far fetched. Yeah, sure. But what are the writers and the headlines? What's their job to do?
I had to turn that shit off, bro, if I seen that on TV.
I feel you, and look, I don't disagree with that. But what's y'all still ain't answer my question though? What's the writers and all those writers and journalists? What's their job to do?
I think it's better stories, bro. Like I say, that's what I'm saying. That's just me. Like if that's
So
a
you
conversation, I'm turning it off, bro. I'm like, what are they talking about, bro?
So some people is creating controversy out of nothing. So they creating a problem that's not even there. That's their job though, is to get people engaged and shit like that. And on them social media.
Would you engage in that? So, okay, let me ask you this. Would you report on that?
No, I wouldn't report on no shit like that, bro. Because I know football. I watch football. But I'm talking about that's what I'm thinking of. I don't even know how it feels to be a fucking $10 million, $100 million type of guy that makes millions of dollars on social media, shoe deals. I don't know how that feels, but I'm just trying to say off of my morals. All right, Shedeur Sanders. I'm Shedeur Sanders. I don't even want to, you know what I mean, dog? I respect you enough. I ain't even trying to bring that shit your way. He already knows what his fame brings to a team, let alone around somebody who's trying to give him advice how to get through the quarterback life of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like that, there's shit that goes with that. Their job as journalists, writers, reporters is to get clicks and views, is to create a problem when there isn't a problem. Now, regardless, because there's plenty of people who's going to fall into that trap, just how there's plenty of people. I don't want to get out of the way, but still, like, it's just what it is. Like, that's their job.
I feel, I'm a bullshitter, bro. So they can't sell me bullshit, bro. If I'm selling it, you feel me? So it's just like, man, can't whoop me with that. You gotta get a little better. You know what I mean?
I just
I'm
think
not saying that to say you saying that, but I'm just saying, like, I'm like, come on, you pulling the move, bro. I see them. You know what I mean? Like, come on, who they think they fooling with that?
Whoop.
A lot of people. What's up, Bishop? What up? You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, there's some people who would eat that up. You know, there's some people who would eat that up.
But you know the fact, but you know who would eat that up, and like,
yeah.
Saying. Like it's only a Pacific fan base that'll eat that up, and that shit. What we talking about? They don't even be talking about nothing.
I know they don't, but that's their job though. But that's what I'm saying. But they're going to, that in a sense though, that would create the controversy that he don't even.
It wouldn't be a controversy. That should just be fake news, like Trump said.
All right. That's what
I just can't. Yeah, you feel me? I just can't. I can't respect it, bro. Like it's just.
I feel you on that. Hey, you ain't got to. But they gonna watch. You damn sure gonna watch it. That's just what it is.
I don't think that'll be nothing to watch. Though,
I do though, bro. Of course it is. Of course you're gonna read about that shit. No, who's not? Especially if it's somebody who's talking about it and he just had a valid good 4 games. Of course you are. Come on, man. We only human. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, you could sit here and say it's crazy far fetched. It's not.
I mean, but then that will go for every quarterback in the league, though.
No, we're not applying every quarterback to Shedeur Sanders.
How wouldn't it? You said Jalen Hurts. You said Jalen Hurts as well. That's a Super Bowl quarterback. So if they'd apply to him, that would apply to Josh Allen. That would apply to Justin Herbert. That would apply to any team he would be on if he came in the backup and won 4 games.
You say every quarterback. Now you ain't start being Pacific till just now. Come on now. All right, but yeah, but
how?
If he went to any of those teams, okay. If
right, and the starting quarterback go out,
then
that go for all quarterbacks.
And he has a
Lamar is top 5,
and he has a good 4 games, good 5 games.
Okay, let me ask you this: if it was Josh Allen and those same 4 games, would they be having a controversy as well?
Y'all win. I lose. You win. I lose.
That's all. I'll take that. That's what I needed right there. I'll take
No,
that.
fuck that. Because that's not the truth. Because
I'll take
that's
that. You already said it. I won.
no, because I don't understand where you get at.
I'm breaking it down to you.
I understand
if it was Josh Allen,
there's still
if it was listen, if it was Josh Allen, would it still be the same?
There's niggas
if you feel that way, then I'm gonna let it go.
If it's Josh Allen, yes.
So if it's any quarterback,
same way, bro. If he goes in
all right, well then you got that. You got that.
No, you got it. I already gave it to you. I'm just saying, like,
well then I got that.
I just don't see how that's not a story or that's not creating a controversy.
Because, bro, Josh Allen, there's no controversy if it's Josh Allen, bro.
If Shedeur Sanders, man, that motherfucker's the number one selling. He sells the most jerseys.
So
his cash.
Okay, let me try it again. Let me ask you this. If it's Patrick Mahomes,
he got a bigger online presence than every starting quarterback in the NFL.
So Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL,
and he went on a quarterback.
Listen, Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, and he went down for 6 games. And he won all 6. So let's say he's 5-1. Same rules apply
for Patrick Mahomes and Shedeur. Yeah. If Shedeur go in there, if he go in there, so how long is he out with that torn ACL? He out for the season with the torn ACL. Shedeur take the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. He win the Super Bowl. You damn right it do.
Woo.
Why wouldn't it? We talking about Shedeur Sanders playing for the Chiefs after Patrick Mahomes got with a torn ACL. He take the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. They win the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's a controversy. You damn right. You damn right. It's a controversy. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders, we not talking about an ordinary guy. We're talking about Shedeur Sanders. He should have been a Pittsburgh Steeler. Like it was destiny. Like I'm so mad at my Steelers for that. With the 21st pick in the draft, come on, Dad used to wear 21, but that would have been man. Anyway, but like I'm just saying, like yo, yeah, we're talking about Shedeur. Any quarterback that goes out for a period of time in the NFL and Shedeur's the backup, he goes in there and he wins those games. You damn right. Like it's a controversy immediately. So just that, and I do believe in that little bit of time. That's just me though. But that's just for the sake of the conversation. If you feel different, hit the button and come up and we could have a conversation. I feel like that. Yeah. He don't win in every.
Hey, Truckin', hold on.
What games did
Hold on. Now, lot up. I hear what you're saying, Truckin'. But once again, I'm gonna ask you again. Knowing what Patrick Mahomes have done, you're saying that, let's say, for instance, he come in, Patrick did what he did in his whatever he tore in the 5th game, and Shedeur leads the rest of the way and make it to the playoffs. And you say win a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, he wins the Super Bowl. He goes out. He wins the Super. If Patrick Mahomes goes down with a torn ACL, Shedeur Sanders comes and replace him, takes the Chiefs to the Super Bowl, and they win it. Yeah, it's a controversy.
The only controversy is that where am I in land at and what team is going to take me? Because I already know that Patrick has got this team. He done. It's not like he's a one-off. He doesn't know that. Yeah, I'm not. Hold up now. We let you spit your fire. It's time for us to spit our fire. All right, check it out. Think of it like this. Okay, even with that scenario, what he's proved that he's somebody's number one, and somebody's gonna come and get him. Because now he is the one that everybody's gonna want to go get because he's proven. But understand, he's not gonna. The controversy is gonna be that it's no longer where them two can stay there together. Because the fact of the matter is, Shedeur has shown he has the goods to lead a team. So why would he want to stay there why wouldn't he now find his own? And knowing that Patrick is, in order to do that, he has to do that 2 to 3 years, and then he surpasses Patrick, and then they move on
Okay.
to really create a controversy. With all due respect, but what it would do is garner some respect and realizing, okay, he's like that. He is legendary. So then there's a team out here that has been hurting for a quarterback for years that needs to step in and garner that legendary. But the thing about it is, it would push the narrative, but the reality of it is you're talking about a championship Super Bowl team that has been proven, and they're just trying to keep in the narrative and keep making it back to there.
Mm-hmm.
There's levels to this, with all due respect.
But with all due respect, respectfully, like you said a lot, but all I'm saying is there's a controversy there. I'm not saying that he won't move somewhere else. All I'm saying is that there's still going to be a controversy there. There's still a controversy there.
Okay. So then what you're just saying is that there's going to create a different narrative.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. It's going to create a controversy. Yes, there's going to be fans. There's going to be Chiefs fans who, if that scenario happened, that's going to be like, hold up. We got a quarterback. Yeah, he won us 3, but the NFL's not for long. And we got a quarterback who got an ACL injury, but we got a rookie that just came in and Shedeur and took us to a Super Bowl and won it after he went out. Like, yeah, it's still going to create something there. I'm not, that was beautifully said, by the way, Bishop. That was beautifully said. But I that's all I'm saying. There's just a controversy there that I think that we're dealing with. I'm not saying like
what you buying that, Bishop.
What you say now?
Man,
I'm not saying Bishop is buying it.
I was trying to get him to he needed to define it, because I don't think it's an actual controversy in my book. Now, when I'm running it down, now what he has done is drove up his value to where we know Patrick, in order for him to supplant.
Hey, Bishop, this the dog now. Give it to me straight, man.
Hey,
no, I don't want no cut,
there ain't
man.
no look. Hey, I know he's pushing it. I know he's pushing his P, but no, there's
okay. That's all. There we go.
Come on, bro. Come on now.
He pushing his P with it though, for sure.
Okay. So controversial. The word controversial describes people or topics or action causing a strong public disagreement, debate, or a dispute.
Okay. Now, I get where you're coming from, and a lot of people would do that. But we're talking the upper management. Have you think Shedeur, even in that scenario, that's done enough to supplant Patrick Mahomes?
Regardless of what
for it to be a conversation,
GMs is talking about. I'm not talking about the GMs. I'm talking about.
So you saying
controversy?
So you saying Stephen A. Smith? They'll lead in first take. They'll lead off with this as a headline.
A controversy.
I mean, the controversy started in the media, so I'm asking you about a big media space.
They probably would want to do. Yeah, they probably want to start some weird shit like that or say something about crazy like that.
Come on, bro. You're a better analyst than what you're showing right now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. Like, what is?
Yeah, you confused, bro. You're very confused.
What? Bro, I'm not confused, bro, because I know if you got a better quarterback, bro, you have a better quarterback in Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. He's proven. We're not talking about, I never led off with this conversation. Y'all missing what I was talking about. I'm not missing where y'all coming from. Y'all totally went over into something else and started, I don't even know, a controversy. Is just what a controversy is. It's a public disagreement, a debate, or a dispute amongst the public. The writers, the journalists will take that. That's their job. If a Shedeur Sanders went in for a hurt quarterback and performed well, it's their job to create just that thing. Is a controversy. It's their job to create that. I'm not talking about if with
You
Shedeur
got it.
Sanders, everything
You
else. All
got
I'm
it.
saying
You
is
got it. You
that's
got it.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm coming from with that
You got it.
situation. That's it.
You got it. Hey, big
I
salute.
mean,
You
I
got it.
don't understand where y'all not understanding what I'm saying on this
No, no,
part.
no,
Like,
no, no,
I'm not
no. Hold
saying
on,
that.
hold on,
I'm not
hold on.
saying that these guys are that Shedeur Sanders, that I don't know the game of football, and that, you know what I mean, realistic. If we talking to get, no, there's not a controversy as far as who's going to start, because Lamar Jackson is definitely coming back to get his job.
But that's
Patrick
what. But
Mahomes would come back and get his job.
Law Dog, now come back into the fold, Law Dog. What did you
Yes, sir.
ask? What did you say? Is like, do you think he would what?
That's y'all show. Go ahead, take over.
No, 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 no. This is yo. I'm just
That's
trying
what I'm
to.
saying.
He was trying to get you to help him understand, because in our book, when there's controversy, that means they're equivalent. They equal to one another.
Right.
In my book, it's that okay? He's proven enough to where I need to really take value, and I need to see is he our future, and I'm ready to move on. That's controversy, because now because what I'm saying is that he showed me enough that I can see where if I move on from said Patrick Mahomes, how crazy that sounds, but it's one day it will be the truth. That right now, I get what you're saying, that when he wins that Super Bowl, will it give some angst? Absolutely. But the reality is that I would rather do okay. Let's use the Dallas Cowboys. No, let's use your Steelers. If he takes them to the playoffs,
You can't use us because we don't really have a quarterback. We don't have a franchise quarterback
it don't
now.
matter. No, hold on, hold. No, no, no. If it works because if you use it for Patrick Mahomes, understand with Patrick Mahomes, he's established. Even with Ravens quarterback Jackson, he's established. What I'm trying to say is the real controversy is when you know this gentleman has showed you enough that it makes you doubt if you got your future quarterback. That's a controversy in my book. I'm just sharing my book. I'm not trying to change your book. I'm saying in my book, that's a controversy that I literally have to say, am I making the right decision? Is he the right one to be my future quarterback? Am I putting all my eggs in one basket, or am I not thinking it all the way through? And has he shown me enough to supplant my current future quarterback? If that's the case, and I can answer it truly, then I got to go with Shedeur.
I'm picking up what y'all. I've been picked up what y'all put down.
I know, all right, but now we understand where you come from. You're just saying it would be big talk.
That's it.
But okay, but see, in our book, controversy meaning that player has reached a level to where I got it as what in my thought process. I can't talk for a law dog. And my thought process is that they have surpassed and equivalent to the person that they backed up and now took their place, and they garnered me to really do a thought process and do pros and cons. Do I have my future quarterback?
Yeah, right. I mean, like, so we once again we got here because I talked about
Yeah,
him not wanting to go. In my opinion, and that's not a fact, by the way, I want to make sure that I put that disclaimer out there. That's not a fact. Shedeur Sanders has said nothing like that. He ain't say nothing like what I just was talking about, right? He just said,
no,
yeah.
definitely.
I just, in my opinion, I didn't think he wanted to go to those teams because it would have been some type of controversial takes for something for the media to talk about some things that wasn't untrue or whatever, but have been controversial situation to be in. Maybe he was thinking that. I don't know that to be true, but I'm just saying that's just my opinion on that. You know what I mean?
No,
Maybe
no,
that
and I understand trucking. That's why I value you and I come to your show is that you allow people to get there. You got to be able to hear other people's opinion. But now, what I value the most in Shedeur making that decision is that he bet on himself and saying, "I need to go to a place where if I'm gonna make it, let me win or lose it because of what I've done, not because someone's already established." And what he's saying, Lamar is my dude, and he's already established. If I go there to back up, I'm saying that I'm a backup. So then I said I need time to develop. If I say that, then how can I be legendary and then saying I'm legendary?
That part.
That's all. That's what if you're saying you're legendary, then the best choice he could have made is what he did. He said, "Nah, I need to go to a place that I know for a fact I have an ample opportunity to show that I'm worthy of being able to be called their leader."
That's it.
Because the only way you go to be legendary is that you get it out of the mud.
That's how you got to do it. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Feel me?
Go ahead, Law Dog.
Law Dog already beat me.
Yeah, I already gonna spank them, bro. So go ahead, Cliff. You got him. Your turn.
Man, I just came in.
Hey, the family back together. Go on, Chuck. Hey, somebody else done jumped in the gumbo. Let them shoot their fire.
Oh, they came up too?
How y'all brothers been doing?
We've been all right. How you been?
Hey, I know that voice. Cliff is in the house.
Well, I wanted to jump off a cliff yesterday, but I'm all right. I done recovered.
Oh boy.
Good. Well,
that's all right.
You're gonna want to jump again in November.
Do I gotta read a prayer? Do I gotta read today's prayer for you?
No, I'm good. I said one, but we got something for you hurricanes, brother. We got something for y'all hurricanes.
You don't got a down thing for us, pal.
Yeah, we got something for y'all.
Shit,
man.
What y'all looking like? What is Notre Dame looking like?
Notre Dame. People don't understand. Notre Dame has the most people returning than any university. A lot of kids that they are bringing along that didn't travel are making an impact this year. Going to start. We're talking about Bettis Jr. We're talking about Burris' son. We're talking about Fitzgerald Jr. They're loaded at the wide out. They're loaded at running back.
Oh, y'all got Jerome Bettis' son too up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be starting this year.
Okay. All right.
Offensive line, we done replaced the two offensive linemen that done left. Defense is looking strong, didn't lose much. So yeah, hey, I mean, I just wish they were playing a tougher schedule for some competition, but it is what it is.
Okay, Cliff. Okay, that's what the return in production looks like. Hold up, let me make that bigger. Do I need to make it bigger for the people out there to see it? Can y'all see the return in production percentages?
You probably can, bro.
Yeah, they probably can.
All right, let me see if I can make them bigger. All right, that's it.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the return in production percentages per team of the top 100 and they got 100 teams on there. 134 should be right.
Yeah, 134.
138 they got on there.
138. Okay. Who's the number one?
Number one is Notre Dame. Notre Dame is number one in the country.
No wonder he jumped in here strong.
Notre Dame has 72% return in production. They have 67% offensively of return in production with 19 players. They have I don't know what the 2 is for. I don't know if that's players or what, but 77% of return in production for the defense. I don't know if that's starting players. They have 2, and then they got returning players, like players that did not go into the portal. I don't know exactly what that 2 is for, but instead of guessing, I should probably look it up. But that's what I'm guessing. That's the number of players they had. But yeah, 77% on the defense and 67 on the offense. Number 1 in the country.
Yeah. So yeah, they
But I
together.
mean, is that really saying anything though, Cliff? I mean, they got Maryland number 2. Maryland's got 71% of their production. They ain't did shit last year. So convince me about Notre Dame. I want you to convince me.
What you mean convince you? I mean, shit, they record speak for itself. What else you need to be convinced about?
I mean, I need to know if I got to put some of my bread behind Notre Dame or something, man.
I mean, you should. With that schedule, of course you should put some bread behind it, especially when they play Miami.
Why? What's wrong with the schedule? Is it ass?
Yes, it is. And I told you that. I said that from the beginning.
Miami.
Yeah. I said, you better roll with Notre Dame when they play But I'm gonna say this because I'm a true football fan. I watched a video of Miami.
Hey, Cliff, can I say one thing for you get going?
Go ahead.
Nigga, y'all didn't even play in a bowl game last year, but go ahead.
Well, you know why we didn't, because we throw our weight around and that's beneath us. Ooh. So we said we don't need that bread. We coming back, and we going to the playoffs. Ooh. But I am gonna give Law a little bit of his credence today. I'm gonna give him a little credit. As far as his head coach crystal ball, I'm liking his message.
Oh. Okay.
The reason why I'm liking his message is because it's old school. There's not too many coaches on college level that are teaching violence again in this sport. And letting their players know you have to practice violence so you play violent.
Yeah.
So you saying we give out them old school, old fashioned ass whoopings like you like?
I'm saying, well, what I'm saying is I'm liking his approach down there, and I can't wait. It's only a few teams this year that, to me, who I've seen and listened to the coaches are actually talking like that, and I think those are going to be the teams that are going to really come out of the pack and show people this year. I think Miami will make it back to the playoffs. I think Notre Dame will. I think, to me right now, as far as talent, coaching, and the way they're going by it, those are my 2 front runners.
Okay.
See, and that's what I like about you, Cliff. You honorable. And so you know what I'm saying ain't no bullshit. You know we kick ass. Like you see it. Like this ain't no made up fandom shit. This really what I say it is. And we gonna bring out that belt. We gonna bring out that belt. You feel me?
Man,
them boys you got over there on your team ain't nothing but a bunch of quitters.
Oh no.
See, boy ain't nothing but a bunch of quitters. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? He tried to start something already. I'm gonna let that marinate for a few months. But when y'all come to South Bend, just prepared to put on your bibs and put your pacifiers in your mouth, because you're going back to Florida crying. We go burp them Florida boys like babies. That's all I'm gonna let you know.
Ooh, shot fired. Shot fired.
Yo, it's getting hot in here.
But I did come up here too. I need to be taught, because I know y'all in tune. I've missed what's going on with Colorado. I've heard a little bit about the Big 12 conference, not much. I mean, the biggest talk is like Texas Tech. I mean, I ain't really heard too much about BYU. I mean, what are you all's takes in Law and Bishop and Trucking? What have you all really been noticing this year from the past years that we've been covering Colorado?
What have I noticed with the team from this year compared to last year is, first of all, I mean, well, they got some damn good coaches there now. That's what I'm hanging my hat on this year. Like the coaching that they got there. I mean, Marion, he's bringing that attitude. You just talked about violence, right? And how they
Mhm.
preaching violence, and that's a key thing. That's what Coach Marv is on the defense. He's preaching that over there at Colorado, that old school, be violent and Marion. You know what I mean? He from the Berg. So I already know how he giving it up over there in Colorado and how that offense is going to look. Everybody else just ain't in tune yet what a Pittsburgh coach really look like and what he really about to do with Colorado in that go-go offense. Like, but the Big 12 overall is nothing to sleep on. But like every year that we see the Big 12, it's that one conference that you really don't know, and it's starting to become a little top. Is they trying to become a little bit more established when it comes to like Texas Tech. They are established. I think BYU, if they have another 8-9 win season this year, I guess you can definitely go ahead and say that. But they've always had a history of being established. But I'm talking modern right now.
Right.
I think you could say that they've been established this year if they go on that run. But my dark horse for the Big 12 is actually Colorado. They are my dark horse, man. For the Big 12. So yeah, so I really like what they putting down over there. But go ahead, Law. You go ahead and you let them know what's up.
What we speaking on?
He asked.
I can talk about Miami all day. Just want to know what we're talking about.
Hey, Law, I got you.
Yeah.
Got it.
He wilding.
I'm serious.
He just happy to be back, trucking. Don't. All right, but check this out. What I like about Colorado on the real is that they got some coaches that they know they're getting it out of the mud, and they know they're on the clock, and they're putting in work, and they're not soft shooting it. They're there's been a couple of scenes that as I passed through, Richard Young was the number one running back, and Marion told him, "I need you to be violent. You that dude."
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't seen it. What? And he challenged him, and the next play, he was violent again. Sometimes you got to get in these kids' faces, and at least Colorado is getting in their faces and not accepting the status quo, but they're demanding more out of them.
Okay. So I want to touch on this, and I don't know if you all touched on it as far as the ones that have transferred that are kind of, some people are getting on them, and then some people are, I don't want to say praising them, but saying, "See, I told you so." The transfers from Colorado that are coming out making their little statements about the coaching and basically the culture. What are you all's feelings on that?
The what?
The coaching and the culture that they left behind from transferring from Colorado. What are your takes on that?
The culture that they left behind?
Yeah, like them making the little comments, and people say they taking shots at, the place that they're at is better. They're getting better coaching and things of that nature.
How do you feel about that? Because we already answered that question. People gonna have to rewind the tape. But how do you feel about that? That's a great question. Because how do you feel about that, Cliff? I think we all up here gave our explanation.
Well, you know what, Cliff? If Chuck can allow me,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, Cliff. The truth of the matter is, if it was so good, why did they leave? Why was it a thought for them to go leave if they were getting the type of coaching they felt they were supposed to be getting? Understand, everything happens for a reason. You don't tell no lie. You tell the truth. The mix in that gumbo from last year was trash, and it was time for everybody to get a clean start.
Right.
I like
Okay.
to have an opinion.
Go
Well, I
ahead.
got two things. I got two things I like to say.
Go
First
ahead,
of
Law.
all, hey Chubby, I kind of like the way you answered Cliff. Like you already addressed that shit. So if he want to know what you had to say, go rewind the tape. So I appreciate you saying it how you said that. That was real boss like. You know what I mean? I respect that. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with how you said that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, catch earlier what I said. I let you let. I respect that.
Ooh, excuse me.
But beyond that,
The family's back.
I I'll say what they expect them to say to up until a certain point. It's like if I go to this new university, I ain't gonna downplay it. You know what I mean? I gotta kind of sell it. You know what I mean? Because I'm here now. You see what I'm saying? So that's just I think it's a byproduct. Like, okay, I put it like this: what Jordan Seaton said, I think is a byproduct of just being at LSU, looking in better shape. He's just in a better situation. I think Ryan Staub may have had a little sour taste in his mouth, but then I do understand the coaches could be a lot better at Tennessee because that's Josh Heupel. If you know about his resume and developing quarterbacks and type of scheme and all the system he run, he produced guys. You feel me?
Mhm.
So two things can be true. You feel me? So I don't necessarily think it's a super slight, but I mean, at what point do we say they were being authentic, and
Mhm.
then what point do we say you being a company man, you give an answer you gotta give? Because it's like if I was at Pepsi and I work for Coca Cola, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say shit, man. Coca Cola is the best, nigga. Like it's
There you
way
go.
better than that Pepsi shit over there. You feel me? Like
Right.
why would I? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I could have a refrigerator full of Pepsi at the house.
There you go. Hey,
You
Law.
feel
And
me?
also, there's two Law. Like they ain't asking just anybody, right? Law. Like they asking people like that's at in the SEC or a top ACC program. Like you know what I mean? Like of course you in the SEC. You damn well you getting some of the best coaching in college football in the SEC, motherfucker.
Right. Well, yeah,
Right.
You know
just
what
yeah. And I would say college. Some of I got better coaching at a smaller university than I did the bigger university when I was out there doing my thing.
I mean? Okay.
So I could have that same testament, and I can stand by that. Like
Okay.
I learned the game, I learned schemes. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I
Mm-hmm.
really learned what the run game is. I thought the run game was all one play. I ain't no zone blocking and ISO and big and gap scheme and zone scheme and the buck sweep and the pin and pull and all that shit with some different shit.
Yo, we got a new guest up here, Law. I want to
Oh
hear
yeah,
from the new guest, Mr. Keith Tunsil. Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. Hey,
welcome in, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's my first time. I'm finally catching on to your program. I'm like, oh, this sounds pretty interesting. You guys are on fire today.
all right, thank you,
Well,
appreciate
what
that.
spit yours?
What's
Yeah.
up?
Well, I'm just want to add a little bit to this Jordan Seaton. Well, all the buffs that
Okay.
left and all the guys that left and they throwing trying to throw a little shade back at Coach Prime program is it's I don't think really they meant I'm not inside their head or nothing like that, but I'm just like I think the reporters kind of baited them into saying stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. It was like a bait and switch type of thing. But at the same time though, I think Seaton tried to add a little spice to that. There was a little bit of him and Staub try to Martin Luther Staub. Remember, Coach Prime called him Martin Luther Staub. So it was he tried to add a little. They tried to add a little spice to it, but London Merritt, I think London Merritt got set up, for us on that got bait on that question because he young, he don't know no better. But Seaton, people got to remember about Seaton that Seaton when he was at Colorado, he was at 360. And
Mm-hmm.
then and now so he trying to go back and say that it's different. We work harder now. Okay, when you was at 360 when you got at Colorado, then when you left Colorado, you was 315. But when you were losing that weight, you was giving Swayze, the strength conditioning coach at Colorado, all the credit in the world. But
Mm-hmm.
then when he got to LSU, now it's all about the LSU program on how they got them to the next level. How do we know that? You just got there. You don't know what level you at yet.
There you go.
But at the same time though, I'm going by what they try to throw a little shade. But when you throw a shade, you gotta understand something that hey, Coach Prime got receipts too. And but Coach Prime is he's a God fearing man. He's not going to go there, but he can, but he's not. But at the same time, we know and Star was third string quarterback. He wasn't even supposed to be a factor last year or the years to become. But so what kind of reps he going to get and what kind of develop he going to get anyway as being the third string quarterback? You're not going to get there anywhere anyway. But at the same time though, at Tennessee got about what 6 different former quarterbacks that's on the offensive side of the ball for us offensive coordinators and offensive analysts. So
Yep.
that's big money. So they invest. They all about the offense over there. Coach Hyper was a quarterback at the Sooners. All former Sooners. They all former Sooner background guys over at Tennessee for his offensive side of the ball. But it's just that Colorado is a poverty school. They don't have the money compared to LSU. They don't have the funds like Clemson. Hell, Clemson got a bowling alley in their facilities, man. In
Right.
their football facility. You got that much money? You got a bowling alley? You got all that going on. So of course it's going to be better than what Colorado got. But at the same time, though, why did you go to Colorado in the first place then? That's the question. What made Colorado so tempting for you to go there and sign in the first place if you got that much hate in about the program that helped put your name in the box? You know what I'm saying? Because if you got, you must have some love. You must have some good things to say. You know what I'm saying? So something good had to happen for you to be there for 2 years. Star was there before Prime got there. So so you've been the third stringer for that long? And now all of a sudden now you saw a guy when you went to Tennessee. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm finally getting coached. How long you want to stay in college, brother? To get developed. So that goes what they say about you as a quarterback. But anyway, then at the same time, I'm up here like saying, if you look at all these programs and all the schools out there that I'm quite sure that Colorado got some like Boo Carter. I'm quite sure if Boo Carter was to say off, not off the record, but if Coach Prime say Boo Carter throw a hate at Tennessee. You don't think Boo Carter got something to say?
Yeah.
I'm quite sure Boo Carter got some stuff to say about them. I'm quite sure that, hell, Clemson, Dabu, he refused to, all of a sudden got his 2 national titles. Now, all of a sudden, before the NIL, all of a sudden now, he forgot how to coach.
That's
It's not to mention all the SEC teams, they forgot how to play football now. Been 3 years in a row that SEC teams have not been in the college finals.
Hey Keith, how come they didn't go and ask somebody that now Indiana just won the national championship?
Exactly. I'm about to get there. Go ahead.
How come you don't go and ask the Alberto Mendoza, the little brother of the Heisman guy, the guy who about to be first overall pick in the NFL draft? How come you don't go ask him? How come you chose Georgia Tech and left Indiana?
Exactly.
Because it's not juicy enough.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep, that's right. That's right. Yeah, what's that one kid that left Alabama? But he going to Ohio State. You heard what they say about him, but see, nobody want to talk about that. That
That's what
kid,
I'm saying.
I think he's a defensive tackle. He said that when he left Alabama, he said Ohio State. They asked him. He said, "Oh man, here in Ohio State, they play faster here in the Big Ten. Oh man, so much better. Oh, you mean to tell me you gonna clown the SEC? The by God SEC? Hold on, hey, calm down, brother. But it's okay to come at Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hold up, nah. Like, I'm with you. You sound well informed. You sound like you know what you're talking about. So I'm just, hey, now, hold up, hold your horses, hold what you got. Because what you said, I'm with you. I'm following you and where you're going. And I think you spoke with a lot of validity. But the kid from Ohio State just kind of did the same backhanded thing to Bama as what you say Seton did to LSU. So I think it's a byproduct of the questioning. It's like there's no way you can really make it look good if you
I
at a
agree.
new place. That's like trying to speak on your ex-wife in front of your new wife.
That's
So
right. Yep.
you really got no win, bro. So it's
I,
like
I, I totally agree with you.
I don't think it's personal. I think
No,
it's business.
well, but at the same time though, these reporters they've been at the coach. They want Coach Prime to go out in the worst way possible. Because when
Well,
they
Coach
couldn't give
Prime
him,
handled the reporters rough. What about what
they
Coach Prime handled the reporter rough after the game?
man
What about that?
hey, I agree with you, but at the same time, though, they've been after him since the baseball days when he's poured that water on that reporter, and then all the times that they couldn't get him as a player, so now they're gonna try to come at him through his kid, through Shedeur. They're gonna try to come at him through his kids or through the program that him coaching. So they're gonna try to get at him. It's a lot of personal stuff beyond being behind the scene that these reporters got at him, and you can feel the tension because when anybody, like Bill Belichick at North Carolina, it's been very quiet over there.
Mm.
Why no, but nobody, it used to be last year they were getting a lot of attention. Now all of a sudden there's a lot of hush hush going on over there in North Carolina. Nobody paying attention what's going on over there. And that's the Hall of Famer. I mean, well, supposedly a Hall of Famer, best coach ever. But
Mm.
nobody throwing any shade at him and nobody coming at him the way they come at Coach Prime in Colorado. I'm just looking at it from the outside looking in. I don't know, but I know when the Colorado Buffs program, if anybody got something to say positive or negative, the clicks goes up. But then when something say positive, they like, you glossing and you just glossing for Coach Prime. But when you say something negative, yes, more, give us more. Come on, give us more. It's just like, it's you can see it, you can feel it, but at the same time though, it's kind of, it goes in, it's all about the wins and losses. It's all about, proving yourself. But when you go 3-9. That's the consequences of going 3-9. You know what I'm saying? So you leave yourself out there when you go 3-9.
That's where I'm
So
at with it. That's where I'm at with the whole
yeah,
thing. All like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dang, win shit last year. So why? So how come in Bishop? Like I remember
Yeah.
Bishop, you said like, you know what I mean? Because they ain't talk worthy, but they just went 3-9 last year. They didn't
yeah.
have a good season. Why? Why are they still? Why is he still the first thing to talk about? How come talking about the
Because he a
Heisman winning?
1-on-1. I mean, come on, man. Why we acting like why we acting clueless? Prime is he the shine to the game. He the ice.
Here,
He the
that's the truth.
twinkle.
That's the
I
truth.
told
Come on, like what
yeah.
we talking about? He can't sell us chicken, sunglasses, shoes,
Diapers.
diapers.
Yeah,
He can't sell us all that, and then nigga, we can't say nothing
yeah,
about your football coaching.
yeah.
Like, come
Hey,
You
on,
right.
like, come on,
yeah.
let's keep it above board
You
now.
right.
Like,
You right.
let's
You
not
right.
get
You right.
let's
That's
not
what
talk
that.
too like. Come on now, he that nigga now. He got all the amenities you need to simply do what he supposed to do now. Like, we got to call it even. We can't just leave
Yeah,
it out
you
there
right.
for
Yeah,
nothing.
you
Come
on the
on now,
money.
some of this shit he gotta speak up for. And
Yeah.
if
He
his players is
On
and
the money.
my man down there at the bottom, I forget your name. What's your name again, brother?
Keith.
Okay, Key, Mr. Key.
Uh-huh.
He said he ain't on the outs. He on the outside looking in more than a few times. So if them players said what they said about him, they were inside the program, and the common denominator is something about coaching. And as fans and former players and guys that watch this and follow the game, we complain about a lot of coaching issues that Prime have. So come on now, like let's keep it G.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Let's
I
not get
told
Oh
infatuated
no.
with the must be the money man.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. There's I got some criticism for him too. I don't like
Well,
the way
yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's just
nobody's
criticism.
perfect. Yeah, when you go three and
Well, I'm
nine,
not saying he have to be perfect. I'm just
yeah.
saying people act like you can't say nothing because at the end of
Oh
the day,
no, no,
I
no,
would
no.
criticize him.
Those are the cult groups.
Oh, so
Mm.
Yeah, I'm
hold
a
on.
hard
So you
line
ain't in the
loyalty dog.
coat.
I look at stuff with my eyes wide open, and I
Oh, I
agree with you.
appreciate
I
that.
agree with you. I see your point
Mm.
on that. I do. I see your point on that.
Mm,
And then, but at the same, like I said, when you go
mm.
4-8 the first year, it's kind of excusable because everybody you're just not getting the program going.
Right.
But then you
That's not.
come
You
back
actually
and you
had a
go
decent
9-4
season. You build it.
with a Heisman Trophy winner. So now everybody
That's
thinking,
big
okay,
time.
now you got it going on. Now you're okay. Now all of a sudden you come back at 3-9. Now that's a lot to it to that 3-9 season because Prime was sick. He was looking at death.
Right.
He had
Yeah, he
cancer.
got some
He got
excuses in there. Yeah, he got some
blood
built-in
clots and
excuses.
cancer, and my man got to wear a diaper. He got he got
Yeah,
a porta
I'm willing
potty
to give
right
him
there
a
on the
pass on
sideline,
that. I
and
ain't even
in
too
case he
stuck
got
on
to
that.
go and take that or pee, whatever.
Yeah.
So therefore, he took his bladder is gone. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff happened to Coach Prime in that off season before that 3-9 season that we can talk about. If people want to talk about or want to listen, that's okay. But at the same time, though, when you compare it to what Signetti did in Indiana, we all saying, dang, Coach Prime, that should have been you. That's supposed to be you doing that. Not him. That's supposed to be you. And you so the criticism comes, you want to be you building your Colorado team from the outside in because you got a lot of good receivers, a lot of good running backs, a lot of good skill position. But what about the trenches?
That's
Why
the
you
part.
not building? Why you didn't want to build the trenches up and then build to the outside?
Mm.
That's what Indiana did.
Can I get a
And so
bomb from
therefore,
Philly?
it's a
Mm,
lot to go there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
you on the money, sir.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Q. Who you follow the Buffs pretty hard, or you got another team, or like where you like how you found them? Like you just a fan of Prime, or you been a Colorado fan, or you watch just a fan of football?
Hey, Keith.
Keith, you there?
I don't think Keith can hear us. He muted up. Keith, can you hear us? Can you hear
Unmute.
us? He went out. He went out. He went out.
All right.
He lost service. I'm gonna have to drop him off the stage and add. I can try to add him back. Yeah, he
Right.
went out. I gotta remove him from the stage because he went out. He
Yeah,
froze up.
I
But
got,
But
I got to find out where
I
he
thought,
from.
yeah,
where Cliff
hey,
go? Where Cliff go? Because he was taught. I think Cliff answered that question. He asked that question. Then Keith went right into it. But Cliff he didn't converse. I thought I was waiting on Cliff to hear Cliff from. But hey, it
Yeah,
went
they
how
put
it
a
went.
press down on Cliff a little bit, so he
But I,
probably
but
yeah.
got
I appreciate Mr. Keith Tunsil coming up and giving us that new insight, having a
Yeah.
new person up here. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the truth of the matter is, you go 3-9. How good can it really be?
Mm,
And on the truth, if we're keeping up the buck, what did you want them to say?
mm. I mean, you can't expect. Look, they kept it real. They spoke their truth about the program. That's just what they did, man. Can't do
Now,
that.
check this
That's
out.
all.
Check this out. I like what you and Law Dog was saying. Why aren't they asking anybody else that same question? Oh, that's right. Because they're coming from Coach Prime's deal, and we already know what type of year he had, and then that they were some of his top, what they saw as their top athletes. So
Mhm.
let's go there because it's already a story.
That part. But I mean, and I get it. I get it, Law. I get where you coming from with it because Law was like, hold up, trucking like you can't. Like I was like, hold up, you can't come up with that. But I just think I don't know right now. Like, yeah, I guess you could say that. But you say so we're saying that even right now today, if you're talking about Indiana, that's not more polarizing than talking about Colorado.
You know
Or that's
why? Because Coach Prime, once he said he's bringing his Louis luggage, how many times can you change the Louis luggage and
mm,
not be held accountable?
mm.
Come on, man. Hey, I
I
got
know
you,
that's
Coach
something to
Prime,
talk.
but
I get
Coach
it. I
Prime,
get it. We gotta hold,
hey,
but
we
we've
got
been
to keep
holding.
it a
Look, we've been
buck.
holding down now. I don't think nobody. Listen, I don't think nobody has been holding them more accountable than we have for the past couple of
Right.
years. I don't
Yeah.
think nobody has. Nobody.
Right.
I mean, well, shout out to Coach Hayes, and there's people out there that has done it. But I'm just saying, like we have been very critical on our panels and our shows on our thoughts about Colorado and what's not going right over there and everything else. We have been on that. Like
And hold on. Even Coach Prime admitted, he said, no, we missed the mark this past year. He said, I missed the mark. And I'm gonna get it right. If he says that, to me, it's like I thought that if you be honest, that Seaton could have went in deeper and spilled the dirt.
I don't think he had to do that. He rich as hell right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, to me, it's almost a
I mean, but I
non-story.
mean, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I think, man, I feel like propaganda, man. That shit. I mean, shit. Everybody, nigga, it's 100. I mean, the transfer portal. You got millions of kids going to other different schools. That's a
Man,
question for every kid that left their
Yeah.
previous school. So
That
I don't feel like
see,
it's no different. I think coaches amplified because it's coming from Coach Prime and his regime. But other than that, like, come on, we talking about Ryan Stott. What he done?
not a damn thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing.
hey, no.
So
Let me help y'all out. You know they reaching if they went to go get Ryan Stobbs.
but that's what I'm
Answer to
saying. It's
that.
only a story because
Right.
you know what I'm
You
saying.
right.
It's
Where
not
they come
really
from?
exactly. I mean, other than that, it could be who else left?
He
Whoever
said
say something.
they asked Downs why he left Bama to Ohio State. They all do it. That's
Yeah.
what Conlito's way said. You know what I'm saying? Like they do.
I'm
They
trying
do
to
all
figure out
do
what
it.
happened to Keith, man. I need Keith to come back, man. I have some
I
questions,
know.
man.
Hey,
Keith,
look, we just trying to hit a vibe for some time.
Keith, you know what I'm saying? Keith cool, man. Keith, he came
Yeah.
up here, man. He came dog
I don't know.
days.
I ain't stamping them
You
all
know
the
how
way
law
yet.
dog is.
Nah,
I gotta
you
see.
was getting there. You was getting there.
He was
I
getting
gotta
there,
see. Yeah, I gotta see.
You was
but
getting
I
there.
gotta see.
You know what I'm saying? But
I gotta make sure, man.
the truth of the matter is, I'm with what Coach Prime is doing now. He's
yeah,
being he's holding himself and his coaching staff accountable. And in fact, there's no gold jackets there
yeah.
except for him. And so if that's the case, and they're getting it out of the mud, and you're starting to uh, see some movement, understand it's only so much you can prove right now when you're practicing.
That's it.
So there's nothing. It's really it's just enough to get just to push the narrative a wee bit, but they haven't even had too many scrimmages. So with that case, they still got to do the work, and they still got to that first 3 games tell a lot if they made the jump. But understand, you go from going to the playoffs and playing BYU and losing, and it's and not in the playoffs, but going to that bowl game and you lose to BYU, you like the way you did, where you got dominated in the trenches. That right there tells me I need to build hard for my trenches, and that
Mhm.
everywhere else I can add some pieces, but I need to sure up my trenches.
That's the thing. Like, is that, and that's a good. See, I'm glad you led there, because that led right into what I was just now thinking. Right, what is the offensive line this year that good at Colorado, or is the defensive line bad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously we've seen the defensive lineman out of uh gap, out of their assignment. We seen them playing that big boy from Baylor. He's not he ain't, I'm just keeping, he ain't it, bro. He ain't it. I'm sorry. He got a lot to prove. Like, he big, but he just in the way type deal. You know what I mean? I ain't really see too much good play coming from him. I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying, so far, but it's only spring football. But that offensive line looked really good. And I said this because Bishop, now, Law, you also are our offensive line guy, right? You know what I'm saying? So you can help me here too. Um, I thought that the offensive line was a little bit more advanced and where they're supposed to be, or where I expected them to be right now, because these guys haven't been together that long yet, and they seem to be already picking up the stunts and twists that the defensive line was throwing at them. Now, in your experience though, Law, like, is that something that takes continuity, chemistry, time to build, or is that something that you just get off right away, or you should just have down packed right away?
You saying as far as what the O-line chemistry?
Yeah, like picking up on like the stunts and the twists from the defense, like because that could throw you off. I thought I was under the impression that can throw you off if you like if you knew like we just all got together.
I think it's more about coaching, bro.
Okay,
More
all right.
than anything, like, cause I mean, the O-line is like a fist, bro. If you don't ball your hand up the right way, you hit somebody, some shit gonna break.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it gotta be a closed fist all the way. You know what I mean? Everybody gotta put in a part to deliver the blow. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's 5 individuals trying to do one job. And I feel like if we all right, we good. If we are wrong, we still should be good. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we football players, so somebody forced to make a play or be special. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to take care of the most dangerous. So I think continuity. I mean, it depends on the player, bro. Like I feel like if you got, I feel like on the O line, you got to have a hell of a left tackle. You just got to have one, bro. There's no ifs, ands, and buts, bro. You just got to be a guy.
Yeah.
And then if you could have a right tackle that's serviceable, where he can win 7 out of 10 times, you know what I mean? Maybe 6 on the iffy 6. He may be iffy with a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you got solid guard play, you can cover up a weak center. So it's just like, I feel like it's coaching.
Okay.
And I don't know. That's a tricky question.
It is like because I don't know because like I'm trying to pick up.
I don't think it's that hard to do.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll be thinking about it from my perspective because I was a big film guy type shit. I was one of the guys shit that go in on the day off and watch film all day and shit. Like I used to love to watch film, like especially watching myself type shit. Like I was infatuated with watching me. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
And then after I watch me, I may watch our up and coming opponent, and then I may go ask the coach like, what games y'all watching? So when they come with the game plan, I already don't see the game as far as like, what type of athlete I may be dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, that's why I say I don't know if you can connect with your guys in that film room and get it to translate to the field, then it shouldn't be no problem because they should be able to see it. Because like if you know anything about a defense, Bishop will tell you this: like if one thing leave, it's something else finna show.
Okay.
So ain't no shit going inside and nothing coming back outside. You know what I mean? It's principles to this shit. You feel me?
That's where I'm at with it, bro. Cause I'm like, I'm just like I think it's a good thing that they gelling together, and that's what I told the people. I'm like, yo, this is a good thing that we seeing them pick up stunts and twists this early. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Because from what I picked up on it, though, that's just from what I picked up on it. I just wanted it validated. Like I thought that was good because they just, you know what I mean? You got 5 new guys just getting together. What December, January? It's what we just hit in April, and they got this defensive line looking all out of array, or you know what I'm saying? They're picking up on that, and that's not easy because I know like people think the offensive line is easy, but there's a lot that goes into that. Like, you know what I mean? Like who got duo, who got ace, and then a simple shift can change that whole. It could change the whole dynamics of it. Just the defensive line.
But the thing about it though, Chubby,
it's all of that.
The thing about the O line, what people don't understand, is it only makes sense when it's simple. When that shit get complicated, that's when we get confused.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So what I was gonna say is that if the O line is showing strong right now, one or two things is They gelling, yes, but maybe their D line is not on the level yet.
Mm,
Keyword yet, and that the O line is just they know exactly where they're going.
Yeah.
And if the D line and the D coach is probably still trying to build that camaraderie, they got to be able to react quick to the movement and match force with force. And
mm-hmm,
sometimes when I'm watching the video, I can see where they're catching versus delivering a blow.
mm. And you talking about the defensive line, right?
Right.
That they're catching
And so
instead
what
of
it
delivering. Okay.
does, and hey, big salute if this O line holds out, then well, as long as they perform that way when they play against somebody else, you're good to go. But my thing is, I need my D line least iron sharpen iron. They need to be winning a few of the reps,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they do, but they got to get yelled at before they get staunch. You should want to get staunch right off the bat. Your coach needs to know that why do I need to yell at you to get you to do what you want to do? You're the one that wanted to go to the NFL. What you think the NFL ain't they're gonna yell at you one or two times and then they're gonna realize, okay, well, I'm going on elsewhere because
Mm-hmm.
it's not for long here. It's not for long. We don't have time because we got to eventually get down to 53.
Right.
So either you're gonna start getting those habits now, or you're not. But but I like where they're headed because at least they the coach is on top of it and they're holding them accountable to saying, look, this ain't it.
Right.
And the O line, if the O line is doing that, you're allowing it because you're not meeting force with force and you're not playing your gaps. And if they're moving you off your spot, that's a win for the offensive line.
So you saying some of the same things that I'm saying. Like I think I was just okay. I was just wondering, okay, because I
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
but understand, I'm an old defensive coordinator. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that if normally the defense is that it right now is ahead, but understand they're so new at Colorado that it might just be the truth that the O linemen are the ones that are more together than the D linemen.
Mm,
And the D linemen are still in their fire test, and
yeah.
they haven't really shown strong yet as of yet. But the key word is yet. That they still have ample opportunity. We're still in the spring ball, and they haven't went to the actual final spring game. But when they do go to that spring game, if we still see the same thing, then there's a concern
All right.
because understand now you got fans and whatnot coming, and now the coaches aren't on the field to try to wire you up. You got to be able to run it time after time, and if they're moving the ball, I need you to know what to do, not get so tired where you can't think and whatnot. It's time out, man. You're on the field, and I need to know that you're able to handle it. And
Mm,
so with that, I think there's still ample opportunity for Marvin. He is an excellent coach. He knows his stuff, but he also knows that in order to match the intensity, you gotta meet fire with fire. And they're slowly building, but they're building too slow right
mm.
now. In my book, they're building too slow. When I yell at you, now all of a sudden you wanna bow your net. I need you to bow your net from the get go.
Right. Right. And see that, and that's why I was like, and I'm glad I asked you because see, you being a defensive coordinator, ex defensive coordinator, and Law being an ex offensive lineman at high levels, very respected levels, asking y'all this question because I'm looking at the film now, and I'm learning more every day, and looking at it from the offensive line, and like I'm like, dang, I didn't know an offensive line had this many calls, like you know what I mean, different lingo, what would do, but to learn that and to make it seem so simple already, like I'm like, that got to be a good thing. That got to be a good thing that they're picking up so fast. But is that trouble though in this defensive line? And you just look, I got validated from both from you, Law, and you, because you like, look, it is a little bit concerning with this defense, but we still got time to get this defensive line together, and it's good for the offensive line to look that way. So hey, that's what I'm a little stuck with. Like, is this defensive line bad?
But
Offensive line good?
I will say this is that the key is that with that go-go offense, if you give them a crack, they gone. That offense will make you choose oftentimes, unless you did your film study, it'll make you choose wrong, bro.
And they got and that's what it's built for. That's what it's the mismatches to create mismatches and all that speed that's on that team. Like, they got the players to make it go, 100 times. And that's why I talk about it so much like that. And I think they're gonna have a good year. And that's why I got them as my dark horse too, Bishop, because like they got so many receivers who could make it go, and they shouldn't get tired at that position. They got a couple running backs that can go too. Like, so I mean, I'm excited for the year. I'm
gonna be real honest. I know everybody's on Juju, but that quarterback
Isaac
16,
Wilson. Isaac Wilson.
Whew. Talking about running the go-go the way it's supposed to
Law
look.
like him too, man. Law really like Isaac Wilson in that go-go offense too. Law dog right with you.
I'm telling you, that boy is sunshine, boy. That boy is putting it. Because he's dropping dimes, and he knows what the offense should be running. And when he make his decision, they're crisp, on point, and that is right now. Boom.
Man, I hope he make the right decision, man. Like I hope he makes the right decision, man, and I hope he don't go into this, favorite thing, because like it is Coach Prime. Does he have to get it right this year, y'all? Does he have to get it right, Law and Bishop? I don't think Law here with us no more.
He ain't got no choice, bro.
He ain't got no choice. I'm just gonna say, I'm letting Law say first because I already know he ain't.
If he don't get it right,
he's Dion. When he said Louis luggage back in the day, they're not gonna let him live that down. He has to.
So you got to start the right guy.
I mean, technically, he did bring the Louis luggage, though, Bishop. I mean, he gave you a Heisman winner. I mean, you don't get no more Louis than that.
Yeah, but here's the thing: how many times did he have to get brand new players in the portal? Come on, man!
They all got to do it. Everybody doing that.
No. But then, how do you go 3-9?
You can't have another. I don't think he can have another season like that.
We know that.
I mean, how do you go 3-9? You lose the Louis luggage.
Yeah, the Louis gone. The Louis left.
Louis gone.
My family. All right, Law.
I'm just saying. You asked me for an answer, Bishop. I gave you one.
I know. Hey, I've been missing Law, dog, man. So that's what I wanted to hear. And in order to get it back, because right now, let's understand the narrative is they're not sure if Coach Prime can coach. Based on
no, he can't coach. Now let's just go ahead and keep it G. He can't do that. he a CEO head coach.
He'll get all the players there. He'll bring all the last stuff.
I don't even like what he be telling the DBs type shit.
Nah,
all I hear him say, "What's the down and distance? What's the down and distance?" That's all he got.
Just let those guys do their thing. But see, like, and this is where this is the little pickle I'm stuck in yet with y'all. Like this is where I'm stuck at. Paul, right? It's his last year. He has to get it right. Do you go out on your own terms if you're gonna go out, or do you bring in the coaching that you did and go out on their terms? And you got to get it right.
If you hire them, I think them your terms, Chubby. You hire them.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, so that's why, like, but we've seen in the past though, And you just said, like he can't he can't coach, but so you gotta let your coaches do their thing to a certain extent. But how much do you give them, knowing that this might be your last
All
stint
of
if you
it,
don't
bro.
get it right?
He can't do it, bro. You know he
Now,
can't do it. Like,
now
okay,
the
like
one.
take the.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No. Go. No,
No, I
I'm
was just
going to go
saying.
deep in. Go ahead.
I'm just asking Chubby because I know he hosting, so he may be trying to be doing the conversationalist type shit right
Right.
now. But at the end of the day, like, come on now, let's keep it G. Like, yeah, we trying to do something beyond having a conversation. Like, let's just be real. Like, you don't need to be calling no plays.
Nope.
You don't need to be making no decision about no timeouts and what we're gonna do in overtime. You just need to be collaborative. Like, I got you, coach. All right, coach, you want a timeout, coach? I got you right here. That's all he need to be doing.
That's a
All right,
fact.
coach, we're gonna go ahead and go for it. That's it. He don't need to be doing nothing else.
But
And then
how?
if he don't like something, he can change it. But listen, them boys can do it without him.
So let me put it like, how do you let that happen if you think, if you know this might be your last ride though, if it don't go right?
It don't matter if it don't go right.
But it does though.
No, I know what Law Dog said. Hey, check this out.
Okay, so explain it to me. Go ahead,
No,
Bishop.
let's just. We're gonna be real. No, we're gonna keep it a G.
Keep it a G.
Then the bottom line is he has no choice. He's Daniel in the lion's den. He has to find a way to make it out, and he has to trust the process. Now, part of that is him and the coaching staff have to be on one accord.
Okay.
And he has to trust that he hired the right people for the job. And he needs to grow in that area. And I'm pretty sure he would share if he knew it wouldn't get no pushback, that he could just be open and honest. Is that he would have to, he's got to get better at that. But understand, part of the deal is also recognizing, letting the kids know you are ambassadors of this university.
Yeah.
You were prerequisite to this. We chose you just as much as you chose us. So if that's the case, then understand, if I am entrusting you in our system to lead us, then you got to be able to come through and do your job.
Okay. So long story short,
Go ahead.
you let the coaches coach. So you just, so even though this might be your last ride, you let them do their thing. So if you gonna go out, pretty much you going out on their terms. If it go bad, it's their terms.
But see, Chuck, and I know what you're trying to get, but understand he's already chose the route.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so he already chose that. All I'm saying is, like, Coach
Right.
Bryant, come on, don't put in your 2 cents, dog. Just let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I agree with you there, but understand, when it comes down to a 4th and 1, or if I'm seeing that we're running the ball real staunch, I know, don't change a thing. Stay right there in the run. Stay in the groove. Make them come out that defense. Then when we go to the pass, we eat them alive. This is where he has to get that championship swing. You got to get that phone. We call it the phone booth. He's got to get that phone booth intensity where you be willing to be uncomfortable in a phone booth and play like that the entire year, to where, hey, whenever something does come up and they do something different, I need to trust you guys to make adjustments. And if not, then I'm going to make the adjustment for you because I see it. But if he truly don't see it, then he has to trust them. And that's where... Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying nothing. I was waiting till you was done. And I
was but that's all. Is this, hey, the bottom line is we're talking about 6 and 6. Come on, man. He minimal of 6 and 6 or 7 and 5. he
That
needs
can't
to get to.
7-5. I think it's a solid 7-5. What do you need to get to? I think you got to get to 7-5 this year. The team last year underachieved to me. It's 6-6. It don't cut it for me. A lot of fans out there might say 6-6, just get into a bowl game, but that I don't think that cuts it for me. I don't think you go and make those changes. I don't think the regime, the way that the program is in, the state that the program is in right now, you got to get 7. Get 7. You in the Big 12. You are Coach Prime. You got to get 7. Like, y'all got to get 7 over there. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Coach Brennan just got 7 in the Big Sky, and that's where the national champion of the FCS was at. You know, so if he can get 7 over there in the Big Sky, even though he had all those Division I players over there, but still, nonetheless, he was a head coach over there. He is now just an offensive coordinator, but I think he's just playing. You know, he's just wearing that costume right now. But anyhow. Yeah, 7-5. I think I'm firm on that. You got to at least win that many. I think.
But here's the thing: you talking about 7-5? They were 3-9 this past year.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking what? That's almost like a 4-game swing.
Should they have went 3-9 last year though? I don't think so.
I felt like they quit.
Yeah,
they quit way too early, and nobody held them accountable.
Right. So I think
because I understand that thing about it is you got to be in the trenches with them. When I'm saying that, you got to speak their language, and they got to know that you would go through the fire right there with them, so that they know, okay, you mean what you say what you mean.
Right. And that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. But law dog. I wanted to show y'all this video, and I want y'all opinion on it. Yours too, Bishop, if you don't mind. So this video is a video of Mike Tomlin's son. I think he was asked a question like why he don't use his nepotism to become a coach, and this was his reply.
People would be in my comments like, yo, you're wasting all your nepotism. Like, you should just go into coaching. Like, nigga, if I was coaching, I'd be just like Lane Kiffin. I'd be lying to players. I'd be fucking co-eds. I'd be fucking off. People would be in my comments like, yo, you're wasting all your nepotism. Like, you should just go into coaching. Like, nigga, if I was coaching, I'd be just like Lane Kiffin. I'd be lying to players. I'd be fucking co-eds. I'd be fucking off. People would be in my comments like,
hey, yo. He snapped, bro. Do y'all not have nothing to say to that? Nothing at all? Y'all have nothing to say to that?
I just feel like that was backhanded. That was a nepotism comment anyway.
Was it?
Yeah, you want to say that if he was no regular nigga.
Damn.
Hey.
So that's how you feel about it?
Right.
That's exactly how I feel.
Hey, come on. Hey, Chucky. Just think of what the question was. Well, how many years you have nepotism?
Yeah. So I mean, but so what is that what you saying? Like that was you agree with what Law said? This is nepotism question. I mean,
it's a dumb question. It's a silly question because you're only asking me that because I'm Mike Tomlin. He's my dad. You're not asking me because you really want to know the answer because you want to talk to me. You want to talk to it and get some juice flowing and get the gumbo fire. Nah, get out of here. That was a setup like nobody's business.
I'd be lying to players. I'd be fucking co-eds. I'd be fucking. Oh man, that was funny. So yeah, I got a defensive coach and I got a offensive lineman on here, right? Now it says the slingshot is the most controversial technique that this coach teaches. He said it, the coach Jacob said it was the most one. Said if you get beat on the backside of a wide zone, the only recovery is grabbing the defender's hip with your backside hand, trying to get your head across will only push them toward the play. But I also figured out and doing my homework with the slingshot, this technique, the slingshot technique for the offensive lineman normally is what causes referees to throw flags for holding. So it is a tough technique to get. Just real quick though, like you know what I'm saying? Is it really that tough or is it not? I mean, I don't know. Just real quick. I mean, I don't want y'all to spend too much on it, but is it hard? Is it that hard?
I was never taught that, so I can.
Yeah. I mean, and I know of the sling, but you understand is I know how to defeat the sling. But
Mm,
see, the sling also you have to have the right components and the right positions to run it.
mm,
You can't just run it with any and everybody, because not everybody can pull.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
now I will say this. Let's say, for instance, Ohio State learned the sling and they start using it with what they have. That's different versus Colorado running the sling and trying to run that, against anybody else. There's variation to the level
Yeah,
because
because
of who they got in the position.
okay. All right, because it is a form of pulling, but you also supposed to get at to your
It didn't
the
work.
second level too, though. That what you're supposed to do. Now, this is two different linebackers going at linebackers over here on tape. That's I'm about to show. Let me see if I can pull up this first one. This is on the left. That is C.J. Allen from Georgia with his stiff ass at linebacker. He'll probably be moving down to the defensive line in the pros. And on your right, that is Kyle Lewis out of Pitt, the linebacker from Pitt. He actually was doing defensive back drills at his pro day.
So if it
And
don't work, I'll give you another room.
you said what?
Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, like he doing you got one linebacker doing defensive back drills, and you got the other one that's not doing that. But CJ Allen from out of Georgia is supposed to be one of the top defensive linemen, but he can't. It don't look like he can cover. But I don't.
The dude from what Bishop? What the dude from Western Maine say? Ohio State. I mean Alabama. That's at Ohio State.
Yeah.
They big and slow in the SEC.
Oh, that's what he said. That's what
Hey,
he
that's
said.
that's the word.
Because
That's the
I mean,
kind of
like,
word.
I just feel like that's how I felt on it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's
I,
just not.
I think that now the truth of the matter is now, um, if he's running with the DBs, man, could you imagine what the NFL could do with his? As long as he's
But he
staunch on
might
the
be
run, he got a run
he might
stop though.
but he might be too slow to play safety, so they moved him to linebacker. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kyle Lewis? Nah, Kyle Lewis out of Pitt. Nah, he ain't too slow. He was a linebacker from when he went in. He a light linebacker though. I think he only got 220 as a linebacker. But look how fluid he's moving. Look how fluid his
Well,
hips
that's what I'm
is.
saying. That still make my point.
Like he looked real good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you said he could have been too slow to play deep safety, but nah, he been a linebacker though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess you could say that, but he's they came in as a
Hey,
linebacker.
hey, hey, he definitely making his money.
Yeah, for sure.
If he can hang with the cornerbacks and DBs, then he's showing that he has the fluidity to make sure that he can cover somebody. Because nowadays they it's so many teams that are running variations of their offense that you got to be able. You can't just stack up on the run. You got
Mm-hmm.
to be able to flow out and be in pass coverage if you want to
Mm-hmm.
stay all three down.
There you go. That part. See, and do you spend a first round pick on a guy just because he came out of Georgia?
Right? He still got it.
Typically, yeah.
What? I didn't hear
Yeah.
you. What'd you say?
I said typically, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would go and spend your first round pick on So see, because CJ Allen is, I think he's ranked like he ain't bad. He's good. He's really good with the run. He's a really good run stopping linebacker. I'm not denying that at all. But when he showed in his pro day, and I mean it's on film too, his coverage ain't really it. So I don't know. Like I just never really seen a guy come out in the first round who was not more versatile than that. You know what I mean? He's those question marks have always been there, and they confirmed it on his pro day. But those question marks has always been there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, can he cover? Can't, you know what I mean? I don't know. But you say, yeah, typically, yeah, you go ahead and you spend the first round pick, but I don't know. I think Kyle Lewis jumps up, and I think that's where these guys get it wrong at. That's just my opinion. I just think that's where a lot of these scouts or whoever, and that's drafting, they get it wrong, because you sleep on a guy like this, but he's showing you that he's versatile as ever. Like he's showing you I'm a football player, and you look overlooked that. He was first team All-American in 2024. He had second team All-American just last year. He could do it all. He ran a 4.5 40-yard dash, and he had a 39.5-inch vertical with a 10.9 broad jump. Very explosive too. Well, you can see that in the tape. But anyhow, I ain't gonna bore y'all with all that. I'll just bring the videos, and I'll finish the videos and all of that. But I ain't gonna keep boring y'all with all that stuff. I'll just keep y'all entertained with more vids coming, man. I appreciate y'all coming up.
Hey, Trucker said he just showing what he done, what he working with.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got plenty, got so much to go through. Just so much. It's just so much. Like the off season, football don't stop for real, man. The more and more I keep going into this and keep the longer I've been in here, the more I study the game, the more that I watch film. Like it don't stop. It just keeps going. It's a year round thing. I only can imagine what coaches go through. You know what I'm saying in this game, because it don't stop. It just don't. But I appreciate y'all coming up.
Mesidor and Baines gonna go in the top 10.
Mesidor and Bain is going in the top 10. Both,
bro. They legit.
They've
been trained properly.
I finally found some offensive line too. I got some offensive line tape, but y'all be on the lookout for those little shorts. You know what I'm saying? In those videos, man. You know what I'm saying? If you new here, appreciate it. Keith, y'all make sure that y'all subscribe too. Cause I got some of those videos that's gonna come up, some matchups of a lot of offensive line guys with some of those top defensive line guys that's in the draft. Got some of those one-on-ones on that. They're not really one-on-ones, but it's game film, but got the right game film that I can finally use. And some other things too on the lookout. So y'all make sure that y'all go check out a lot of my videos too, man.
Again, now keep my my fam on the watch. Grayson Horton. Hey, them Steelers like what they're putting down.
Grayson Horton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check him. I'm gonna check him out for sure. Y'all know how y'all. Hey, Law, appreciate you too, dog. Appreciate you, dog, coming up. You know what I mean? The dog. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you too, Bishop.
No. You fam. Anytime, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you. Carlito's Way coming up. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Keith, Scam Duncan came up in here. Who else got motivated? Came up. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that watched. Cliff came up, and everybody that tuned in too, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. I know how I give it up. I always tell y'all, man, pray for yourself, pray for each other, pray for me, praying for y'all. Peace. That's how